While repairing an old, battered car he'd just bought, a man's wrench scraped against something strange. Beneath the flaking paint glimmered a warm, yellow shine. He sanded a little more and froze. Every stroke revealed more of that dazzling color until it became clear. The door panel was pure gold. Heart pounding, he checked under the hood and along the frame. It wasn't plating. The entire car was made of solid gold. Fearing attention, he hurried to cover the exposed metal with fresh paint, then broke off a small chip and slipped it into his pocket. At a pawn shop, the jeweler barely glanced up until the test needle turned bright red, pure, untouched gold. The jeweler's hands trembled as he asked where it came from. The man claimed he had simply found it. He walked out with quick cash and a racing mind. What he didn't know was that years earlier, a notorious criminal syndicate had melted their entire fortune into a single vehicle to hide it. Since the leader's death, ruthless gang members had been hunting for the missing treasure, torturing anyone who might know its location. The man spent freely at first, sharing small gifts with his girlfriend, unaware of the eyes beginning to follow him. But one evening, a chance encounter on a dark road changed everything. He stumbled upon a young stranger running for his life, someone the gang was already hunting. Before either could speak, a black SUV screeched to a stop and gunfire shattered the silence. Both men dove into the golden car and fled together. From that moment, they were partners in survival. They dodged tailing vehicles through narrow city streets and back alleys. Every pawn ticket, every camera feed worked against them. Even the local police couldn't be trusted. The syndicate had spies everywhere. At a remote repair shop near the border, the man tried to switch cars. But when a mechanic peeled back a panel and saw the gleam beneath, greed flashed in his eyes. The man pretended to faint, then burst free, sprinting into the night as the mechanic shouted behind him. Meanwhile, his companion bluffed his way past a random border inspection, pretending to be a lost foreigner. Reunited, they pushed the car toward a mountain pass, only to be cornered by the gang's top killer. Bullets tore through the trees. A rocket-propelled grenade exploded against a nearby cabin, showering them with splinters. Desperate, they veered off a cliffside road. The golden car slammed into the river below and began to sink. Clinging to the floating roof, they drifted silently downstream, hidden by darkness, while the assassin traded fire with arriving border police. Hours later, soaked and exhausted, they reached the far shore across the border and out of the gang's reach. At dawn, they flagged a tow truck and hauled their dented, waterlogged but still glittering car onto dry land. The world still didn't know their secret. What began as a simple repair job had become a lifetime fortune if they could keep it hidden.